Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Rochelle Hair and Nails. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I do my acrylic application. Here I am pushing back the cuticle. I use alcohol to soften the cuticle, so I spray it on the fingers before I begin pushing back the cuticle. And it just helps soften the cuticle. And now I am using a sanding band to remove the natural oil from the nail. This is one step that is very, very important when doing an acrylic application, because our body produces oil and our nails is where it holds oil, so we want to remove that from the nail. And remember, when doing this, you're not filing the nail thin. You just want to remove the natural oil. It'll help the product adhere better, and it'll help your application last longer. On this finger, I filed a little longer because she had all acrylic on it, just a little bit, so I was removing that off. But when removing the natural oil, it's very important that we don't file a lot, because we're not thinning the nail, we're just removing the natural oil from the nail. Next, I will be dusting off the nails, removing all excess dust. Before I apply the nail tips, I use the EC basket nail tips. I like these nail tips, they're very firm, not too flimsy. And when sizing the nail tips, it's very important that you measure sidewall to sidewall. You don't want to go with a nail tip that is too small, and I do apologize. I'm starting to record videos and I'm trying to get the best angle, so my hand is going to be in the way a couple of times throughout the video, so I apologize in advance. But when applying nail tips, it's best to measure sidewall to sidewall. If a tip is too small, go with the biggest one and just use a nail file to size, but do not try to force down a nail tip, because eventually it will pop off. So measure sidewall to sidewall and go with the biggest tip and use a nail file to file it down to size. And I'm just using the rapid dry nail glue I picked up in a local store. Sometimes I use KDS, but sometimes I use whatever I get my hand on first. And again, I do apologize for my hand being in the way of the camera. I'm starting to record videos, so y'all bear with me. I don't do voiceovers. This is my first voiceover, so again, bear with me. Also, please don't forget to comment down below what you think about the video. Like and subscribe, share. It would be greatly appreciated. Like I said, this is something new that I am trying, and I'm looking forward to my channel growing. So if you can help by comment, liking, and subscribing and sharing the videos, let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. Okay, here I am cutting down to desired length. Sometimes I use my scissors and sometimes I use the nail clipper to file down, but some clients say they see it better when I use the nail scissors. They can see it better. So, and here I am just using the other fingers to measure the length. Okay, and my client, she wanted coffin shape. So when I do coffin, I always use a straight edge nail clipper to cut down the sides. Doing this just helps minimize your filing process. It helps a lot. It cut back a lot of filing. So it's best to use a straight edge nail clipper. Some people use scissors to do it, but I just use the straight edge nail clipper and just cut down the sides, and it helps with filing and shaping. You won't have to do as much filing and shaping. And I'm using a 180 nail file. And when shaping, doing coffin shape, it's best to go side to side. Don't stay on one side too long, because you don't want your shape uneven. So file evenly on each side. And I also blend in the nail tip with the natural nail. This also helps with the acrylic application to adhere better and to last longer. Yeah, some people file after they do the acrylic application. I don't. I tried it before, but it didn't work out for me. So do what's best for you, because different folk, different strokes. So what worked for one may not work for you. So I learned to just do what's best for me. So I file before the acrylic application. And I still don't have that much filing to do after I apply the acrylic. It's better that way for me. So do what's best for you. Again, when filing, just remember to file each side evenly and to blend in the natural nail where the tip and natural nail meets. They just help your application be better. Again, I apologize. My hand, I got out of the camera right here. But as I continue the video record, I will get better at different angles. So again, bear with me. So again, remember to dust off all excess dust. And now it's time to apply the primer or protein bond to the nail. I am using JC Beauty Concepts protein bonder, which is, it's a good product. I really like the JC Beauty Concept acrylic application. I like their primer. I like everything about JC Beauty Concepts. But I also use the Young Nails protein bond, which is a good product as well. And my client today, she's gonna get the pinky finger all white, and then the rest of the finger she's gonna get an ombre look with the ring finger sugar effect. So here you'll see me applying the white to the pinky nail, and I'm using Glam&glits Milky White acrylic powder. And I'm using my Alpha number 9 nail brush to apply the product. And I am still working on my beads for my acrylic application. So yeah, I'm still working on that. Some days are better than others. Some days it's like I got it. Then the other one's like, yeah, I need to keep practicing. So yeah, just bear with me. Always apply product where it is needed. No matter how many beads you gotta apply, as long as you get a smooth application, and at the end of your application looking good, quality is good, it ain't bumpy, lumpy, that is fine. So whatever works for you, do it. Okay, so on this one, she's getting the ombre. And so again, I'm applying the Milky White by Glam&glits. And anytime I do ombre, I try to go down, yes, right there, and blend it. So when I apply the nude or the pink, cover pink, it goes on smoothly, and it's not a harsh line in between white and the nude or the pink, whichever one I'm using. So I always try to blend it down to the back. So and when doing ombre, sometimes I go ahead and I apply the white or whatever color the tip gonna be, and then I go with the color behind it. Or sometimes, like now, I go ahead and do my tips first, and then I come back with my second color. But on this hand, I did the tips first and came back. But you'll see on the other hand, I did the white tip and then came back with the second color. And again, which is something I have to work on too, when you apply your bead, try not to brush so hard, because you'll be removing your product from the nail. So try to brush as lightly as you can, because you don't want to be wasting product. But I'm learning, so the more I do it, the better I get at it. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And also remember, when doing acrylic application, that you keep your brush clean. So try to brush every chance you get. Try to brush it onto the paper towel. I use the Viva paper towel. It holds more product better to me than any other paper towels that I've used. But you can use whatever paper towel that works for you. But I use Viva, and it soaks up product better to me. Okay, so now I'm about to use the Mill Secret Cover Pink to do the ombre look. We didn't use nude this time, we used the Cover Pink. Some people call it baby boomers. I just say ombre, but And when doing ombre, you don't want to brush that second color all the way down into the white. You just want to, that's why I use smaller beads in the back, because to me the smaller bead I use, the more control I have over it. So to keep from dragging the product in the back all the way down to the tip, I use smaller beads. And you don't want to flood your cuticle with product, so holding your client finger at an angle down, it helps a lot because the product don't sit back in the cuticle area, it drains toward the tip. So that's what you want. You don't want it to drain and flood your cuticle area because that'll cause lifting. You want to make sure you hold it down at an angle where it'll drain toward the tip, if that makes sense. Okay, so for the ring finger, I'm using the Cover Pink, and that's gonna be a sugar nail. And if you haven't watched my video, go over to watch it. It's called How to Apply Sugar Effect. And this nail that I'm doing now is where she's gonna get her sugar. So we just covered it in Cover Pink. And you can use Cover Pink Clear for your base. So I just used the Cover Pink. Okay, so right here I am filing. I have completed the acrylic application, and so I am using a medium drill bit to file around the cuticle area. Now I used to use the medium drill bit to file the top of it to smooth it out, but every time I do that I have lumps in it, so I started using the just a medium drill bit to go around the cuticle area. And I use a sanding band to smooth out the top of the nail. So right here, you're gonna see me use the medium drill bit just to file around the cuticle area and to clean up on the nail tip. And when I'm filing around the cuticle, I always try to hold back the meat of the client so that I won't cut them. So what do y'all think about the voiceover and the application so far? Let me know down in the comment section what you all think and what can I do better. Okay, so right here I'm gonna switch over to the sanding band, and again I'm just using the sanding band to smooth out the top of the nail so that I won't have any lumps or bumps. And when I apply my top coat, it'll be smooth. Also, I forgot to mention when I first started the video, always when starting on a new client, always change out the sanding bands. Do not use the same sanding band on each client just for sanitary reason. So always change out your sanding band up on each client. And what I do, I wait till my client come before I change it out so that they can see that I'm not using the same sanding band on them that I used on another client, especially with the coronavirus and everything going on. So let's practice safety. Okay, so right here now I'm using my 180 file to just sharpen up my shape. Like I stated before, I don't have much filing to do. At this point in the application, I just sharpen back up my shape because once you apply acrylic, it takes away from your shape. Also, a tip that I learned, once you file your nails before applying acrylic, try to file them smaller, and because the acrylic is going to make your shape thicker. So this helps as well, so you won't have fat nails and you won't have to do a lot of filing trying to file it thin. So I always file my shape thinner than what I want it. So when I apply the acrylic, it won't be fat. Also on this part, I speeded up the video so we won't have a long video. And after I file, I always go ahead and buff the nail. Sometimes I file both hands first and then come back and buff, but today on this one I just went ahead and buffed the nail before I proceeded to the other hand. After filing, I buff it, and I always have my clients go wash, or either I use an alcohol wipe to wipe off the nails. And that completes the acrylic application. Hope you enjoyed.